paperwork made for him.
He's like,
wait,
yep,
we got one better. I imagine this is how you play the game. If you guys are on the cover, just. All right, so I'm going to turn this over to Jeff and Alethea. These guys can take over it. So Jeff and
Bobos. You didn't even spell boobs right.
Is that it?
No.
You can fix it. Here, actually, fix it now.
Really? Spooey says Alethea is on the first episode of Beat It or Die Trying. I saw. Really?
Yeah, that was the Power Glove one, I believe.
Oh.
That was the first time he went on there. He came over and said, "Can I get in your Power Glove?"
Yeah.
And then she did things to the glove that weren't nice. Like break it! She took off one of the foam rubber things. All right, so here we go. They're gonna play Guerilla War. Let's turn the game music on.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna go take a break, go to the bathroom. I gotta go. All right, thank you, Daniel. Here you go. Dan's gonna charge my iPhone while I commentate on Guerilla War with Althea here.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us. Played by Brett from Bannerad and Nathan. And this is a classic from SNK. Sorry, I have to make sure he's like charging my iPhone 5 because it was dead. And I wanted to show Althea here a picture that I took tonight down at the party in the park with me, and I was actually sitting in front of the DeLorean from Back to the Future 2 with the hoverboard because a guy in Cincinnati, Ohio actually owns a DeLorean from 1982, I think it is, with a hoverboard, and it is awesome. So I took a picture of that, and that is my new Facebook page picture. If you're not friends with me on Facebook, go ahead and add me, Jeff Mormon. I'm friends with Arcade Legacy, Daniel, just about everybody you see here on our Beat It or Die Trying tonight. And you can see my cheesy ass photo of me posing in front of a DeLorean with the hoverboard, because I'm like, holy shit, it's a hoverboard. This great night tonight.
As Droid pointed out, I only see one player on camera. Yeah.
Yeah. This is Guerilla War by SNK, the same people that brought you Akari Warriors.
Oh, there we go. There's it.
Oh. Let's see, who do we all have tonight? Oh man, we got a good group of people here. K-Man Punk, Stefan, Irresisto, House of Grind, John Michael, where are you? I know you're an hour and a half away, but you have no excuses for not being here tonight. Kirishi, LaGuardian, Lemon, Kitsune, Lenivik, and Slide Vision, a classic. Welcome back, my friend. Zach Factor, again, welcome back. And Zaliva, also. And, holy shit, what am I doing?
Maybe hit that.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. A little slow today, I'm sorry. Alright.
Is that a tank he's in?
I'm kind of wondering why the minus
like,
500 points show up.
Kind of like...
Yeah, he's in a tank.
He kind of looks like he's on either magic carpet or like...
Right.
Because he's still like... I mean, when he goes diagonal, then it kind of looks like a tank. He's like sticking out and there's like a...
Well, this is the part in Aladdin they didn't actually show. It kind of got censored. I can show you the world. Shining, shimmering splendor. Die!
Shimmering explosion.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Aladdin 2 was actually quite dark.
I never actually saw Aladdin 2. Return of Jafar, wasn't it?
Yes. I actually saw all three, and they're interesting.
Yeah.
The third one, I don't know if it actually has Sean Connery or if it's like a Sean Connery impersonator.
Yeah.
I think it's a Sean Connery impersonator.
There comes a point where Disney just gives up, you know?
Yeah,
They
do kind of. Well, it was like after the whole Robin Williams debacle with the first one,
Yes.
and then they didn't get it back for the second one, and then as soon as they got it back for the third one, they were like, just screw it, make the entire thing just Genie doing nothing but pop culture references.
Exactly. I like how we ended up on Aladdin references during
like,
Guerrilla
Aladdin
War.
during Guerrilla War.
Yeah, exactly. Because Guerrilla War and Aladdin, they're like hand in hand.
Oh yeah, they, you know. Are the tanks modeled after a car?
House of Guardian Legend is a great game, and that is actually coming up shortly. I think John Michael is actually taking on Guardian Legend. It is awesome. Yes, Spooey, this version of Commando is weird because somebody isn't feeding them Snickers candies while they're playing and dying like I did when I was playing Commando. That game and that whole plot was sinister.
Oh, we're losing Sly Dog Studios. Thanks for showing up.
Yes. Sly Dog Studios, have a great night. Thanks for tuning in tonight. And we will look forward to you tomorrow, next week, brother.
Thanks!
I actually never played this game back in the day.
I also speak very much from a place of inexperience because I was not allowed to have video games when I was a kid. I kind of, as soon as I got a job and I made enough money, I was like, the first thing I bought was a freaking N64 because
Right.
I mean, my cousin had a game system. She had a regular NES, and I think she had a SNES.
Right.
But we played the NES more because she had more games for it.
I can relate in a sense in that I really never bought a lot of retro games until, well, probably, earlier than you. Like when eBay came about around the late 90s, I bought up a ton of 8-bit and 16-bit stuff. And so I've been collecting retro stuff since then. So I've been playing it, and that's why I fell in love with this place and, this show, obviously. Just given the fact that here is a show and a company that appreciates retro gaming. But if you come up to Arcade Legacy, it's not just retro gaming. I mean, they have plenty of modern stuff. I have bought plenty of 360 and PS3 games off of Jesse up here.
Yeah, I bought Pokemon a couple weeks ago.
Exactly.
For the DS, the new one.
Yeah, exactly. You can buy anything up here. So, I mean, classic. I have bought retro. I bought NES games up here. I bought 360 games up here. PS3 games up here. There's a ton of stuff to find up here.
Oh yeah, plus you can try all the games because he's got all the next-gen systems.
Exactly.
And Spooey, my siblings didn't really hate me. My parents didn't hate me. My parents were very much of the opinion that if I played video games, I would have carpal tunnel by the time I was 12.
Yeah.
So that was where they were coming from for the most part.
Speaking of Aladdin on the Genesis, Spooey, I was actually up here playing that maybe a month ago, and my son was up here. I come up here with my son on Friday nights, pretty traditional. So my son's up here playing a variety of different games on the Xbox, Minecraft mainly. He likes to play Troops with some other people he meets up here with Call of Duty. And I was up here, and I got tired of playing some arcade games, so I'm like, I'm going to play some old school games. And I just pulled out Aladdin on the Genesis, and I started playing Aladdin on the Genesis. I got really far, and I didn't beat it, but the Disney games on the Genesis, for some reason, were phenomenal. They were awesome.
That's what I've heard, what I've seen and stuff. I remember The Lion King was one of the few games that I got to play.
Lion King were awesome. Before that, the Castle of Illusion with Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck is amazing. If you haven't had a chance to play that, please, go out and find a copy of that. I won't say emulate it, but I won't hate you if you do. It's beautiful. It is an amazing game from a 16-bit era, and it's amazing fun, seriously. And even Donald Duck's Quackshot from the Genesis era, one of the early Genesis titles, was also very fun. You know, great graphics for the time, and, you know, Disney did really well on the Genesis, surprisingly. I mean, Capcom and, you know, the Mortal Kombat games I hate to say it, but Acclaim made them. But the Midway games on the Genesis may not have been as great as the Super Nintendo games, but the Disney games, for some reason, were phenomenal on the Genesis.
Yeah.
And that is why they're, like, highly regarded these days. I'm sorry, I got off on a soapbox there.
That's alright.
I'm reliving my childhood. I should sit here
Don't
and...
eat that.
There's a ton of marshmallows around here.
Don't eat that. If you want to eat one from the bag.
I don't want one from the... I want one from the bag?
If you want to eat a marshmallow, don't eat the ones that are piled here. Eat one of the
Were these on the ground?
Yes, they were on the ground.
Oh.
We were throwing them at each other.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't eat that.
Thank you, darling, for sparing me the food poisoning. Alright. I'm sorry, I got off on a high horse, so I'm going to pay attention to the chat room now and start answering some questions.
Well, okay, Resisto says, love these explosion sound effects. They're the same as Iron Tank, which was one of my favorites growing up. I don't know, I think that the number of different kinds of sound effects you can use for the NES for explosions, it was a little bit limited.
Iron Tank was also released by SNK, if I'm not mistaken, so that's going to explain why the sound effects are the same. I mean, that's the same reason why Contra and Super C have the same sound effects, and a lot of NES games have the same sound effects. I mean, Punch-Out!
Well, it's, you know, it's the limits of the actual technology.
Right. And, you know, they go into their music and audio library, and they're like, well, should we just make something new, or just pull something from an existing title? And that's usually what they did. Thank you, House of Crime, for explaining it.
Spooky says, oddly enough, the Latin games were made by different companies too. Capcom did SNES, Virgin did Genesis.
Yes.
Which is interesting because, like, they turned out good. No matter who they were made by.
And you know what? One of my favorite NES games for the... nice! One of my favorite NES Capcom games is Hard as Hell, but I found it and I discovered it at the Nintendo Power Fest of 1990, where the Nintendo World Championships was played, was Street Fighter 2010 from Capcom. And granted, it's a hard-ass game. It's long as hell. And I will sign up for it when we do Beat It or Die Trying. I'm going to train my damnedest to remember how to beat it. But it really was a cool game. It's hard as hell. But it's fun. And Capcom really did do well on the NES. Obviously, Mega Man. You can't go wrong with Mega Man.
Yeah, that was one of the games that I was exposed to, like really young. My babysitter had two sons, and they had a NES, and I grew up watching them play Mega Man, and I was like, dang, I want one of these. Like, I want one of these game systems and stuff.
Mega Man 2 was like notorious. Once you figured out the pattern of how to beat everybody and what order to do it in and what weapon to kill everybody with, Mega Man 2 was relatively easy. I had a friend who had Mega Man 1 and was like, this game sucks, I'm not good at it, and he gave it to me. God bless him, because the game's worth like $30 now. But if you know what pattern to fight everybody in, what weapons to use, Mega Man 1's not all that bad. And when we get to the Mega Man night, and Mega Man's gonna be huge, trust me, I think there's been talks about how we're gonna do it. We're gonna try, and I could be wrong, but we've been talking about, amongst all the Beat It or Die Trying competitors here, about doing a Mega Man night where all 6 are played and all 6 are beat in whatever order they can be. I have signed up for Mega Man 1, Granted, plenty of people signed up for Mega Man 2 because it is the classic and it's awesome.
Everyone wants a shot at it?
Everybody wants a shot at Mega Man 2 because Mega Man 2 is very beatable once you know the pattern. And so is Mega Man 3. But Mega Man night is hopefully going to be, it's going to be a double header kind of night where you're going to see one player playing Mega Man 1, hopefully me, somebody else playing Mega Man 2, and as soon as one of the Mega Mans is beat, as soon as Mega Man 1 or Mega Man 2 is beat, the next person takes over for the next one in the series, and we just knock them all out, all 6 of them in one night. Fingers crossed, we should get it done. I know I can do Mega Man 1 in about 30 minutes, but, you know, in Mega Man 2, for anybody who's played it, should be able to knock it out as well in 30 minutes. The other Mega Mans, I know Mega Man 3 is actually quite a bit longer. So, Mega Man 3 is going to be quite a bit, you know, a bit more. I never got, honestly, I never had Mega Man 4, 5, or 6. I've heard mixed reviews of them, but I understand that they are kind of longer than 1, 2, or 3. So, whoever wants to sign up.
What? No, you should scoot over this way so you're more in camera.
For 4, 5, and 6.
No.
Please, you know, do so because I know I have 1. I think Daniel Berserk is 2, but I'm not sure. Brett, I'm sure, will take 1 of them. He owns all of them, and he's great at so many other games. So
let's see. I thought the main character was Ken from Street Fighter 2.
That actually is true on the Street Fighter 2010. Ken is the main character.
After the boss, that was the pink purple blob thing, but I never got it done. Are you talking about Mega Man?
Mega Man 1, there's this though, yeah, there is a pattern to how you gotta jump over his body parts. Yeah, the yellow blob thing is a pain in the
yellow
ass.
devil.
But there's a trick to it. If you pick Electro Man, which will kill him as fast as possible, you can actually shoot Electro Man's electricity gun and like press, I think, select rapidly, and each time it unpauses, it hits him another time, so it takes him down really quick. I've never done that, but it is how you can beat him. Really.
Says I saw a Mega Man 1 card at the store the other day. They wanted $70.
Yeah, there is this though. That's not uncommon.
Yeah.
Some, you know, idiots want exorbitant amounts of money for these classic games. Jesse has, well, I was up here this past weekend. I don't know if it's still here. I didn't look, but he has a copy of Mega Man 3. I think it's about $20. So, Mega Man 1, not worth $70. It's a great game, and it's a classic. No, it's not $70. $20, maybe.
House of Grind said he'd take Mega Man 3.
Yeah, House of Grind, please come on down. You know, and anybody who wants to, Spooey, come on down and, you know, or at least tell Arcade Legacy on Facebook, hey, I'll take this one and whatnot. I signed up for Mega Man 1 because it's generally one of the harder ones, but there is a pattern that if you know what you're doing and you play it right, you beat the right people in the right pattern, it's not so bad. So I
love how these guys jump out of the manholes like they're on slingshots.
Yeah,
they're like boing.
It's like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
It should have been the Temple of Doom. Yeah, exactly.
If House of Grind goes down, then I'm going to. Yeah, everyone show up. It's awesome.
And there's this though, the final boss on 2012, Street Fighter 2012. No, don't get me wrong. That game is a pain in the ass. It's tough, but you kind of have to luck out. So fortunately, we are way off from the S's, and I will practice to make sure that I have
a little game lag going on there.
I'll make sure that I practice enough so that I get Street Fighter 2010 down and before I actually take it on. I'd also like to take on Legendary Wings, which is also a pain in the ass game. But if I practice enough, I should be able to take it. We're not too far away from L's, so I should probably start practicing.
I actually probably need to go here in a little bit. I have to be at work in 4 hours, so...
4 hours? Yeah, you do kind of work for the feds.
Feds? Technically, no.
Me and you both, dear.
Yeah.
Inside joke. Oh my god.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, seriously, if anybody wants to come on by and claim a game, we're really, cordial about it. Jesse's really cool about it. If anybody wants to take on a game, please sign up for it. We really like to see other people do stuff on Beat It or Die Trying. I mean, I love playing games. I don't think I'm actually signed up for a game for the next 6 weeks or something like that, and I'm totally cool with it. We're always welcome to, bring on new people to come in and play these games. We're not just some...
Yeah, we're not like, no, we're the only people that
We're not exclusive. It's like, please, if you want to come down here and play a game, please do so, because,
why do they do it? They're throwing it.
I'll be the first to admit, I suck at a lot of games. There's a lot of games I will not beat. So if you can come down here and beat a game, please do so. We would like to see it. That's the point of Beat It or Die Trying. We more so focus on beating it and not dying while trying.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to come down and, beat a game, this isn't a competition. Please do so. Alright, so we're in the sewers here on Guerilla Warfare. Guerilla War.
Guerrilla War. Alright, I'm gonna get going, guys.
Alright, Althea. Great seeing you again.
Yes.
Thank you for, taking on the mic.
Yes.
And keeping me company.
Oh yeah, I remember the two people that had played Castlevania 2 for over 2 hours, never got past the second stage. I remember that, they had them head to head.
Was that here at Beat It or Die Trying?
Yeah.
Well, they were grinding, that's why.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright. Bye, everybody.
Althea is checking out for the night. She's gonna go home, get to work. She's gotta get some sleep. I appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for keeping me company. Everyone say goodnight. Everybody say goodnight, Jiggles. I like the equality we feel here. Yes. Yeah, we get a beautiful gamer girl here, and everybody's like, boobs, whatever. All right. So I'm gonna take the wings here, unless anybody else wants to. Anybody else want to take the horns here? No, everybody's like paying attention to what they're playing. So I'm sorry, you're stuck with my ugly mug for the rest of the night, or at least for the rest of this game. Do I have a full body shot of Captain LJN? I think I have something close on my Facebook, but I don't have anything for the immediate. But I'm thinking about Spooky. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm thinking about for the next game tournament that involves Beat It or Die Trying. I still own the Captain LJN. I still have the Captain LJN costume that I made for Halloween, and I'm thinking about auctioning it off for the sucker who wants to pay $5 for it. And whatever charity we are doing for that night, the Captain LJN costume will go to. Because I'm a nice guy like that. And I think a lot of people would respect that. Yeah, Lemon Kitsune, she's fun. She's great, and it's great to have people other than me here, especially of the female persuasion, to commentate. But Arcade Legacy, we get those people here. We get those ladies here. So, if you're in the Cincinnati area, please stop on by. We meet some gamer nerd girls. They're awesome. They're hot. And if you haven't friend requested me on Facebook yet, feel free to go right ahead. My phone's dead right now. Daniel was supposed to bring me a charger. Mine's in my car right now, but we're so close to the end of the night, I'm not going to bother going back to my car and charging it up to accept your friend request. But please, by all means, if you're friends with Arcade Legacy or friends with Daniel, or a number... What?
We escaped the underground.
Brad saying they escaped the underground. If you're friends with Brett, Nathan, anybody else, you want to send me a friend request, go right ahead. You'll hear my smart-ass statuses that I post just about every day, because that is how I live. You're not going to get any bullshit with me on Facebook or anything like that. The drama queens and kings and whatnot. I am very much a joking nerd, and that is what my Facebook is every day. So if you want to shoot me a friend request and add me on Facebook to hear my goofy ass jokes every day, go right ahead. House of the Grind, you are probably correct. After this game is over, I think we're going to finish the night off with some Battle Kid. I don't know how far we are. I know we're really close to getting the the last weapon on Battle Kid. That game's insanely stupid hard. Spilly, I'm going to open this up here and find out what you're talking about. Loading. Apparently there's a problem loading that page. I'll try that again, Spooey. It's thinking. Ah! Yes! Boobiedon! Very good, Spooey. Spooey, by the way, always makes a bunch of GIF files for our site that Daniel likes to publish and exploit on the regular. And I don't know how to make GIFs. I'm totally a noob about that. But you guys do it so well. And yes, Daniel loves to yell boobs anytime Althea's on the mic. And here I have Wyatt, 8-bit.
You got room for another commentator here tonight?
Please do, because I'm running out of shit to say.
That's understandable. I don't think there's much you can say with a game this simple and repetitive.
Exactly. It's SNK Military.
Put in my name there if you would, please, sir. So, the thing is, I'm not surprised at all to see Brett playing this game. But I thought I might have been seeing old Traveling Dave playing this game because he actually has the arcade cab in his house.
Right!
He's got, I don't know if you knew that or they told
Yes.
you. He's got like a high score list going on and everything. And it's
That
like,
is true.
I went over there and I played it and my high score, like on the dry erase board he has, was lower than every single one there. I was terrible at it.
You gotta come over. You live like right down the road from me, so you gotta come over and play Donkey Kong Jr. Now that I've got.
Do you? So is there like a respectable scoring system on there?
Kind of, but no. I haven't made an official scoring list, but I can.
You need to get a dry erase board up there. Marker.
I can make one. I will make a dry erase high scoreboard for Donkey Kong Jr. Right now, my Donkey Kong Jr. high score is somewhere around 67,000. Pathetic. But it is what it is, because Donkey Kong Jr. is a hell of a lot harder than Donkey Kong Sr., I should say. But that's just because I haven't clocked as many hours in Donkey Kong Jr.
Right, okay.
I've been playing Donkey Kong, the regular Donkey Kong, since Arcade Legacy was in its previous location.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
So, I have been a Donkey Kong, nut
Well,
for years.
I don't doubt that, like, before too long you're gonna have the board and it's gonna be set up in your cab and everything.
Yes,
I'm not gonna be able to touch that
I'm
score.
gonna buy that in the next month. I will have a Donkey Kong PCB board.
I can't anywhere in the galaxy of your score on Donkey Kong.
No. Come on over.
But I'll get on the Donkey Kong Jr. I'll see what I can do on that.
Over. Wait. How far along? How far along do you got till the next baby comes?
August, first week of August.
Okay, so you got a couple months.
Yeah.
So here's what we're gonna do.
All right.
I'm gonna buy the PCB board in the next month or two.
Yeah.
So we still have about 2 months. You're gonna come over to my place some night, and we're gonna drink a couple beers. And we're gonna play some Donkey Kong, and we're gonna rack up some high school.
Okay. This is how we're gonna do it. Cause I can't approach you on Donkey Kong.
We can bring your
We're gonna-
wife and kid can come over and live with my kid, not my wife and kid. I don't know. My kid.
We're gonna make up a percentage system where we're gonna get our scores on Donkey Kong Jr. and on Donkey Kong.
Yes.
But
Yes.
we're gonna say, okay, you came within like 30% of my DK Jr. score, and I came in within like 5% of your Donkey Kong score. We'll kind of measure it out. What I'm telling you is, I need a handicap.
Yes.
I need a handicap before I can play you on these games.
I don't want the feed to think that I'm some fucking, Steve Weeby or I'm not that good.
But I'm so bad that anyone's better than me.
I love Donkey Kong in a stupid way that I play the snot out of it every time I'm up here. I'm surprised I didn't just come in here. Well, Daniel was like, I gotta get off the microphone and talking all night. Yeah, take over.
Yes.
I didn't even get to play Donkey Kong when I came in. So,
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And that's okay. It happens. Whatever. I'll buy a PCB board and you'll probably never see me again.
The thing is, when we come in, if they need someone to commentate, we have to do it because we get in for free. If we don't commentate, Jesse's like, well, then you're paying $10.
Exactly.
If you're not here for the show, then you're here as a customer.
Exactly. Had I showed up, and this is the truth, I was down at Party in the Park Cougar hunting earlier. So, gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah. So I'm down there, and I'm like, all right, I gotta come up here for a couple reasons. For one, Jesse had somebody had to get me on a flash drive for somebody else who's building an arcade cabinet that I'm working with.
Okay.
So, but then it was like, hey, I came up here and I'm like, oh, I think I'll play some Donkey Kong. Let's see how everything's going. And Ghostbusters just got beat.
Yep.
And then Daniel's like, oh, Jeff, you want to take over commentating? I'm like, all right, because Altheo's here. And I'm like, sure, I'll commentate next to that. Whatever. I'm a man. Don't judge. Whatever. And so that's why I'm here. And I never got to play Donkey Kong tonight, but that's okay. Because I got my own Donkey Kong Jr. at my house.
Right. So if you got the cab at your house,
I got the cab at my house.
Can't complain.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is why I thought I'd see Dave playing this game.
Right, exactly.
But he couldn't make it. He had something else to go.
Dave owns
a few cabs.
Heavy Barrel, the Neo Geo cab.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a lot going on. I was over at his place, and he's got like this Neo Geo table where it's like, first of all, it started out as a table that's got like these huge hinges inside where the table lifts up.
He made an arcade
So he
cabinet
built a
on
cab into it.
table.
And now it's like if you
amazing.
If you want to sit on the couch, you can just sit down and take the table, and it'll just like boop right in your lap.
Yeah.
You can just sit there and play.
He's got it set up. He's got it set up so there's like a 19-inch screen computer monitor right on the table. Literally like what we're looking at right now, which is like about a 19, 20-inch monitor or whatever. He's got that right on the coffee table, but he's also got it wired into like a 40-inch screen that's like mounted on the wall. So you play Samurai Showdown or whatever you want to play on the Neo Geo MVS right there, but also on the big screen TV on the wall. It's awesome. I don't know. I mean, I have an idea how he did it, but it's amazing that he did that.
Oh, he showed me how he did it, and I understood a few of the words he used, but I'm not really sure what was happening. It's got speakers on the table and everything.
Yeah. Irresistible, I'm right there with you. I wish Donkey Kong Arcade would get a home release. The NES version, not quite so much. I mean, it was a good attempt, but it's an 8-bit NES game.
Right.
But fortunately, Donkey Kong board.
What's that gonna cost you?
$180.
Okay.
And if I could find a Donkey Kong arcade cabinet, which unfortunately Brett did.
Really?
Dirt cheap. Well, not dirt cheap. The guy that he knows bought it dirt cheap, and he was trying to, sell it retail, which at about $600. I can't say it's not bad. $600 isn't bad. for an original Donkey Kong. But because I know what this guy originally paid for it,
You couldn't stand to
it
pay that,
pisses
right?
me off.
right.
I told this guy I would double his money, and he's like, no, he's not interested. I was like, Brett, I will double this guy's money, and I will give you $50 for finding it for me. It's like, the guy won't budge on it. I'm like, son of a... I was so pissed off.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
So I have to wait. I was gonna go to an auction last week, and my son slept through like. My son last Saturday slept until almost noon, and the auction started at 10. So by the time we would have gotten out here to the auction, oh my God! Oh,
Yeah! Guerilla War taken down by Brett Batteride and Nathan!
I'm sorry, we were paying.
Yeah.
I was so busy talking about arcade auctions.
You destroyed the leader. There was
I
peace in
destroyed the
country.
drama. But regardless, Brett takes down Batterhead with Nathan. Mega Thruster.
So Brett's got the highest score for killing hostages.
Yes.
In this game. He killed negative 20,000 because he killed killing the good guys. Guerilla War taken down 1989. Alright. Well, I don't know if we have any scheduled games after this, but we
have
can
a half
clearly
hour
do
to
Battle
kill.
Kid.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's already 11:30. I mean, Dave owns Commando, but yeah.
Has anything happened with your buddy who bought those Donkey Kong? No. No.
You told me no.
No. I'll give him 3.
I wanted to get both of them.
Okay.
And then I was going to sell the Galaxy to pay for half the Donkey Kong, or all of it.
I will pay you $500 for Donkey Kong. If you can score it.
I almost got a Pac-Man and a Defender, not Defender, Pac-Man and Centipede a couple days ago for $400, and then the guy was like, nah.
If you can get.
Here comes that noise. Here comes
Yeah,
that
I
noise.
saw. Brett just
About to
fixed
start it
and
up.
sold an Neo Geo, by the way. But if you can get, I will pay you $500 if you can score a Donkey Kong. I don't care what you get it for. I will
Big
pay
money.
$500 for a Donkey
You know
Kong.
what? I'll shake hands on this, because as soon as I find it, Jeff's going to pay me $500
There's the noise.
to have one.
Yes,
Battle Kid, ladies and
a
gentlemen.
working Donkey Kong.
While we talk about Donkey Kong, we're starting Battle Kid.
A working. I don't feel like putting another cap kit. That goddamn cap kit on Donkey Kong Jr. All right, if I have to put a cap kit, I'll put in a cap kit. All right,
I'm gonna see if I can enter the passcode while looking at the
This
stream.
guy's an asshole negotiator. All right.
I think there's a Donkey Kong right over here.
Yeah, there is.
X4W LOK.
$200 on a ridiculous amount of Famicom games.
Do it.
$200 on Famicom games.
Brett's gonna spend $200 on Famicom
Right now, he's about to
games.
drop it up at the counter. There he is. Batterad.com.
Yeah. Spilly, what are you using now? I vaguely remember. Oh yeah, we gotta configure